for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
AFC East champion.
On the visiting sideline, coach of the Chiefs, Andy Reid. These guys almost halfway towards perfection. They're 8-0 entering this one. Facing off with him here, Sean McDermott, head coach of the Buffalo Bills. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's going to be Harrison Butker to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. He dodged the tackle. Big shot at the end of that run back.
The Bills
He
take
gets it
over
just
first
past the 20.
10 at
So
their
here
own
come the Bills for their
22-yard
opening
line.
drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was brought down by
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Josh Palmer. Incomplete.
His first target doesn't lead to his
Brings
first
up
catch.
third down
and
and
things
the
look
11.
tougher now with 3rd and long. Ball throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
A gain of 19
Keep
yards.
this drive moving, partner. Here's
And
another
the
1st and
Bills
10.
First down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's got called at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was taken down behind
Back to the line they
scrimmage.
go. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Motion
and
him out of the
11
backfield.
at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35.
319! What's that? What's that?
Blitz coming here. Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
2nd and 19 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Man in motion here. Allen to throw. There's a screen for Cook. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line.
Complete to James Cook.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core.
gain of
Football
12
is the
on the
ultimate
play.
team sport.
It's now
and a well-run
3rd
screen
and
like that
7.
is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Allen on third down. And this opening drive setting for fourth down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away.
Incomplete.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try.
Tyler Bass
All spotted
for the
on the
Bills
left
field
hash,
goal.
49 yards out.
A 49-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Bills 3.
All in all, Kate,
Cheifs
I call that a
nothing.
good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Kadarius Toney now to return it. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chiefs take over
So here are
first
the
and
Chiefs
10
out on offense for their
at their
first
own
drive.
28-yard line.
And leading them as he always does. A quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like
It's a
Tom
gain of
Brady and
18.
Super Bowl winners many times
That's
over,
good
like
for
Bradshaw,
a
Montana, and
Kansas City
Aikman,
Chiefs.
just not many that have
First
ever done it with
down.
the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Now we'll pause for an injury that nobody wants to see. That is Travis Kelce in need of some assistance. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. He rocks the tackler. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give
It's
him
a
18
gain of
yards on that play,
18.
Brock, and it gets him a first
And a
down.
Kansas City
You want to drain
Chiefs.
some of the excitement, some of
First
the noise
down.
from a home stadium?
First and
Exactly
10
how
at
you
the
do it when you go
30-yard
on the
line.
road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now go with Walker on the counter. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him
Walker
this
again,
time,
the
so no
ball
gain on
carrier.
first down.
He was brought down by
Pushing the
Matt
pace right away to
Milano.
start the game.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
This is Walker on 2nd. Boom to run inside the 20. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
Walker.
Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
And they're trying something
First
here. They
down,
fake this
Kansas
fight.
City.
Buys time,
Number
only
15,
right.
Patrick
And he'll
Mahomes
go
on the
down.
keeper.
Looks like they're marking him at
Taken
the
down
11.
at the 11-yard line.
The Chiefs signal for a
2
timeout.
yards on
That's
the
going to be their
pickup.
first.
It's 2nd and 8.
And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Yellow. Let's go up. Easy.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Breaks a tackle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Chiefs pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle,
kick
it's
is
good.
good.
And the Chiefs
Makes
one up
the
the opposing
score.
field goal.
Chiefs
They start
7,
with 7 on
Bills
their opening
3.
drive.
Harrison Butker to kick off for
Butker
Kansas
on
City.
now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return.
The Bills and
take
James
over
Cook
first
making
and
their way
10
back out on offense
at their
now.
own 26-yard
And you can see
line.
he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Dropped by the first
James
guy
Cook,
he met.
ball
No
carrier.
gain on that first down run.
Brought down right at the line
Nothing
of
doing on the
scrimmage.
last run. It's
No
2nd
gain
and
on
10.
the play. 2nd and 10 at the
Work
26-yard
against the
line.
blitz. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
A gain of 26
Gain of
yards.
26 yards there.
And the Bills
that's good for a Buffalo first.
down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own
To
side.
number 4, James Cook. The tackle made back at his own 49.
1 quarter away so far. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have second and pretty long here. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Third and 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's caught for the first. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30.
56.
New set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook
No
defense and how to
play.
shut down an
Brings up
RPO. The
second
coverage
and
was tight,
10.
the numbers were up,
At the
and
Chiefs'
then the bodies were
30-yard
there to
line.
stuff that run before it could get going.
Man in motion out of the slot. Left side into the hands of Shakir. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Khalil Shakir. It's a gain of
Good moving
6.
drive, but it could stall
Makes
out
it
here. We've got 3rd and 4.
4.
Here's Allen. He has the first over the middle. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy of that end zone. They rip
It's a
off a
gain
big
of
chunk of
22
field, and it sets them up
yards.
with 1st and goal.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook fighting for the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
Kate, I am telling you, ball security critical over the entire 100 yards. If you start smelling that end zone, you're inside the 5. Boy, you've got to take care of that ball at all costs and can't let it get ripped free.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And they bring him down at the
Number
12-yard
15,
line.
Patrick Mahomes on
Kate,
the
if you've
keeper.
heard me say it once, you've
The
heard me say
tackle
it
made at the
100 times.
12-yard line.
Completions.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, that wasn't a pass.
Brings
It was
up
a scramble.
2nd and a
And
yard.
that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4
Bringing
yards.
the offense up to the line.
That's
1st and
good
10.
for a Kansas
Here's
City
Mahomes.
Chiefs. First down.
Taken in by Hill, right side.
1st and 10.
This
at the
winds up being an
28-yard
excellent
line.
play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
16 more yards.
All set now,
That's
1st and 10.
another Kansas City Chiefs.
Toss play.
First
This is
down.
Walker. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Ken Walker, the ball carrier.
The Chiefs
Touchdown,
capitalize on the
Kansas
turnover
City.
and add to their lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Harrison
Butker to try the
Butker
point
on for
after.
the point after.
Extra point
The
set
kick
right
is
down the
good.
middle. And the
Makes
Chiefs
the
drive
score.
their lead to
Chiefs
11.
14. Bills 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Butker
City.
on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes the defender. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So, Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. Him over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
And the Bills, first down.
Throwing now on first down. Allen. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Palmer.
It's a gain of 19 on the play.
19 yards.
And the Bills have a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Allen looking to throw. Gives this to Kincaid.
Allen's pass.
And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Catch made left side by Palmer. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Josh Palmer.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out.
Brings up
To the line. Here's third and three.
Green 19! Look out!
To throw again, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180!
To the air again, Allen. And that's going to be complete to Haas.
Allen's pass.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 22-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. Shakir sends in motion left.
At the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he whips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be...
Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And the Chiefs will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is Calvin Austin. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 58 yards for the score. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Panthers win their fourth straight as they get the victory here. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Bijan Robinson. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. This will be an 83-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Falcons find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Tony now to return it. Dodges another stop. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
The Chiefs take over
The
first
Chiefs
and 10
headed out, and we'll
at
see
their
Kenneth
own
Walker.
48-yard line.
And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Left side, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Mahomes pass.
And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he kicks it off
at their own
on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just says simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of the second half.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Another one for Cook. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He was
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Josh Allen sacked.
And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Brings up
the Bills with
down.
a punt team out there. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Chiefs take
Andy
over
Reid
first
getting
and
his
10
Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. They come in riding an 8-game winning streak, one of the longest in the league all season, partner. And they're in control of what could be win number 9. So first and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanating from it. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
First down.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Got his target. It's Hill.
Mahomes
and he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Second and 2. At the Bills
to Rice out on the right side. And they don't get any help on their second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Bills going nickel, third down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here he is on third and short. Gets it to Rice. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 4-yard line now. This is first and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Play action. It's Mahomes.
First down.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making a 3-possession game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after.
For the point after.
The point after splits the upright.
Is good.
And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Chiefs 21, Bills 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own
possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Here's Cook. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Of scrimmage.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Along the right sideline, there's space. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Josh Palmer.
The Bills Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
Offense heading out now for the Cheifs. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a
Fresh
gain
set of
of
downs
14
now.
yards.
39.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes on first and 10.
Down.
That's caught. It's Kelsey again. Jukes away from one. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a
New set
gain
of downs
of
for him.
23
Starts
yards.
at the 38.
That's another Kansas
First
City
and 10. It's
Chiefs.
Mahomes.
First down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Mahomes pass.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yards. That's another Kansas City
They take the handoff.
Chiefs.
Now Mahomes.
First down.
Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
A gain
When you
of
watch the
24
combine, you'll watch guys
yards.
try to make this throw.
That's
Without
good
chemistry,
for a
it's so
Kansas
hard
City
to execute.
Chiefs.
That was
First
picture perfect.
down.
That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through to the end. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
15.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2.
The Chiefs will
All
set
right,
up
they're gonna
for
throw
the
for it.
two-point conversion.
And this is caught, so
The
add a couple
two-point
more to
conversion
this
is
lead they've
successful
got here in the
and
fourth.
makes the score Chiefs 29, Bills
Quarterback's
10.
best friend, big targets in the red zone.
Harrison Butker
Not many
to
guys
kick
can
off
match
for
up and defend
Kansas
someone
City.
like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Has this at the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the
The
ground at
Bills
the end
take
of that
over
run.
first and 10.
The Buffalo
at their
offense
own
to the line.
22-yard
Here's first
line.
and 10. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. Now run by Cook. What a hit! He gets
Number
flattened
4,
to the
James
ground.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Just a gain of 1,
The
and that
tackle
brings
made
up
at the
second and
24-yard
9.
line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Complete to Dalton
There's no question,
Kincaid.
Kate, that the big plays down the
That's a
seam
gain of
with big
4.
tight ends, a fan
Brings up
favorite, but it's
third
those
and
type of
5.
catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a lot better in favor.
Give him
It's a
an
gain of
18-yard pickup
18.
there. And that's good for a
That's
Buffalo
good for a
first.
Bills first down.
Allen setting up to throw. And And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. Some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Brings up second and
down,
10.
still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Check.
Again, Allen to the air. Fits it through the middle. He's got it in the red zone. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Here. A 49-yard gain. And the Bills first down.
Now it's Cook. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Down by Nick Bolton.
Second and goal coming up.
It's a
5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Allen.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's a screen for Cook. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
A loss of 2 on the
quickly
play.
here.
It's third down and goal to go.
Third and goal for Allen. Splits a couple of defenders. He completes it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills getting back to within 2 possessions. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That gets the extra point to go. And the Bills shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Still down a couple of scores after
Mitch
that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs cover off the kick.
The onside kick
He'll be
is
brought down
recovered
after
by
getting to
Kansas
the
City.
47-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And a Kansas City
Line and
Chiefs.
set. Here we go, first down. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. DeMar Hamlin picks it up. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth.
Mahomes pass.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant
The Bills
spark
take
out
over
there. Nobody
first and
was going to
10
get too
at
excited.
their
You're
own
still down 2
18-yard
scores,
line.
but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Your defense just gave the offense by
Number
taking the
4,
ball away.
James Cook, the ball
Good hit on
carrier.
the ground here. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second
Again, it's
and
Cook.
inches.
And what a hit there. Allen, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
A gain of
Offense
6.
in a hurry up here.
That's good for a Bills.
Motioning left is their
First
running back.
down.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Catch made by Cooks. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to
A gain
maybe
of
just a
4.
couple yards.
It's now second and 6.
Here's a
At the
give to Cook.
38-yard line.
They crush it right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he
7-yard
safely got
gain.
that first down before
And
the
the
hit.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got it. Was going to lose yards.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it with Cook. And some nice running there gets him 8. Third down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills need to score quickly. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Now to throw. Cut out left. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that
It's a
40-yard line.
gain of 11. That's another Bills first down.
On first down, Allen. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but
Intended
just
for
couldn't connect.
Khalil Shakir.
Second and 10
Incomplete.
now. Ball still at that
It leads
39-yard
to
line.
second and 10.
Allen on the play action. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Now, as that play ends, we see somebody hurt down there, and it's James Cook. They're sending the trainers out to check on. Looking to throw it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth
Intended
down.
for Khalil Shakir.
It's a point of emphasis in practice
Incomplete.
each and every week, no matter
It's
where we go.
now
How are we
fourth
going to
down.
attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis.
Ray
Powers
Davis,
through the middle for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid
It's
for
a
that
gain
one,
of
but
8.
hey, still enough for that
That's
first
good
down.
for a Bills
So Buffalo's going to call it
down.
second timeout.
First and 10 at
Got
the
to score
16-yard
immediately
line.
here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. He's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis.
Allen
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
On the
and
shotgun,
8
it's Allen.
at the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Allen's pass
That
intended
throw
for
doesn't
Brandon
lead to
Cooks.
6. And
Incomplete.
that's going to leave him with a tough
Brings
3rd and
up
long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Extra point up and good for Pats. And the Bills trim the deficit down to 5.
29. Bills
So everything
24.
comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go.
Set to kick off.
And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should
The
lock up
onside
this
kick
win.
is recovered by Kansas
And he
City.
works this to the 38 before going down. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
Hey, 43, 43. Watch out.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin
A
as
gain
they
of
can run out the clock
19
now on this
yards.
one.
That's good.
Now the
for
Bills
a
use their
Kansas
3rd
City
and final
Chiefs.
timeout.
First down.
Yellow, yellow.
First and 10 at the 18-yard
Pass it
line.
here. Forced out to his right. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison
Butker to try the
Butker
point
on for
after.
the point after. The
Boy,
kick
was it
is
close,
good.
but the point after does go through.
Makes the score.
And the Chiefs push the lead up to
36.
12.
Bills 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return
Bills
there,
take over
putting it
first
out
and
on the
10
back of the end
At
zone
their
for a
own
touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. We can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency. It would be a sky high right now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
And there's a spike.
At
That's
the
going to stop it at
41-yard
33
line.
seconds. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
What's that? 180.
Throwing now. Hits him on the out route.
Josh
And he has that first
Palmer.
down before stopping the clock. Just under 30 seconds
5-yard
left to work
gain on
with.
the play. And the Bills first down.
To throw again, it's Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be
Thrown
second
away
down.
and incomplete.
Everybody wants to play
Joel
quarterback until a
Williams
play
on
like
the
that.
coverage.
Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And the cover just too good
Allen's
there.
pass.
Didn't find the throw that he was
Incomplete
confident
on the
in, so
throwaway.
just throws it away. 3rd down
Brings up
coming
a
up.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it
Allen's
away.
pass. Thrown to the
There's not a
sideline
quarterback
and
alive
incomplete.
that enjoys throwing it away
Results
on
in a
3rd
fourth
down.
down.
But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and
Intended
off
for
the field they
Khalil
go.
Shakir.
First and 10
Incomplete.
now from the 46.
Turnover on
Yellow.
downs.
Hey, watch out.
Play action, Mahomes. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The
Right.
Chiefs Cheifs make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
Cheifs.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs go up by 19.
Chiefs 43, Bills 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there as this game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Yet another win for them, Brock. And now, I don't know. Are they talking about it? Are they thinking about it but not talking about it? They're officially over halfway now to a perfect season.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about the 72 Dolphins yet or the 07 Patriots, but I do think they're believing. They're believing they can find ways to win, and they're doing it every single week.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Buffalo.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time.
Halfway home. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Rashee Rice. He's going to stretch the field here, and this one is on target. 46 yards, that's a touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Calvin Austin. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the rookie out of Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Giants close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God,
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
Please welcome your Denver Broncos.
Leading the Kansas City sideline, future Hall of Famer Andy Reid. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And off we go from Denver. This is Allen to return. Well, that decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, sticking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. First down from the 42.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And there's not going to be a score, but great. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First down.
From the red zone on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
A gain of 7
Walker
yards.
again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Getting tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Brought down just shy of the
Flying
goal
forward,
line.
it's Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series.
Touchdown,
Kenneth
Chiefs.
Walker, the touchdown.
Harrison Butker on
Now
for
Harrison
the point
Butker
after.
for the point after. The point after
His
splits the
kick
upright.
is good.
And the Chiefs will
Makes
jump out
the
to a
score
7-0
Chiefs
lead.
7, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
The Broncos take over
So we'll
first
see the
and 10.
Broncos offense now for the
At
first
their own
time.
25-yard
And bringing
line.
them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
J.K. Dobbins,
Robbed
the
by
ball
the
carrier.
first guy he met. No
He was
gain
brought
on that
down
first
at
down
the
run.
26.
Last
1
run,
yard
not
gain.
a lot of help.
Brings
Brock.
up
9 to
second
go
and
now on
9.
second down. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
51
So
yards,
as we all
the gain on
recover
the
from
play.
that last play, it's
That's
first
good
and 10
for
near
a
the red zone.
Broncos first down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13.
J.K.
They come
Dobbins.
through with a nice gain of 10 and a first
10
down.
more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the
Again, they'll run
13-yard
with
line.
Dobbins. And he stopped after ripping off an
J.K.
8-yard
Dobbins,
chunk.
the ball
It's second
carrier.
down.
He was brought down
That's a run
at the
that you'll
4-yard
take the
line.
result in the NFL
It's
every
a gain
time.
of
A nice
9.
play, a solid
Brings up
gain, but it's
second
also
and
a
a
run that you
yard.
know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive
J.K.
one,
Dobbins, the ball
really break the
carrier.
backs of the defense.
He was taken down
All
behind
plays
the
on
line
the
of
table
scrimmage.
here for 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now third
Out of
down
the gun,
and
it's
3.
Nix. Cut near the goal line. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the
A
2
gain
on
of
3rd
4
down.
yards.
And they've got themselves a
That's
first and goal.
another Broncos first down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
Broncos finish off their opening drive.
Down.
It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Will Lutz
lining up
now
for
on
the
for the
point
extra
after.
point. Right down the
His
middle. It's
kick
good.
is good.
And the Broncos respond with 7
That
of their own
ties
to
the
tie
game
it here
at
early.
7.
after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This is Allen to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. Offense in the hurry up now. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
65 yards is the gain
After
on the
using
play.
an early one, two left for him to
for
spend.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey, 57, color, 57.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their gameplay. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen them pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
J.K. Dobbins.
And they blew up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Tackled
Hoping to head in the right
back at
direction, man.
22
Save this drive
line.
early. Here's 2nd and 13. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Nix's pass.
Well, they connected on 3
Intended
straight
for
before that
Jalen
throw, Brock.
Waddle.
Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
Brings up
I don't
third
expect
down
that
and
one to
13.
interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Nix's
This is not going to get it done on third
Complete
down.
to
They catch him
J.K.
behind the
Dobbins.
line. This goes for a loss.
Jeremy
On
Crawshaw
fourth
in
down,
punt
Broncos going to
formation
call on
for the
Jeremy
Broncos.
Crawshaw here to punt. Collects this at the 32. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big
The Chiefs
chunk
take
on that
over
return.
First and 10.
First and
At the
10
Broncos'
from the 43.
43-yard line.
Yellow. Bronco line.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. It's a big strike to Hill. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
A gain of
It's a
24
24-yard
yards.
gash, and it gives them
And
the
a
first down.
Kansas City
The
Chiefs.
analytics will tell you a
First
handful of these
down.
kind of plays per game,
24-yard
and your
gain
odds
on the
per
play.
drive of scoring
First
go
down,
way up.
Chiefs.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Attack. Right side.
From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. That one connects.
Xavier
And he's taken
Williams.
down as they very quickly get into
A
first
gain
and goal.
of 15 yards. That's another Kansas City
Out of the gun, it's
Chiefs.
Mahomes.
First down.
Escapes the pocket. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs.
Hey, 57. 15.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he's in for the Kansas City
Mahomes' pass
touchdown.
Complete to Travis
The Chiefs
Kelce.
take a 13-point
Touchdown,
lead.
Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical.
Harrison Butker
Defensively,
on for the point
you're running the
after.
risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Butker with the extra point.
Is good.
And the Chiefs
Makes
double
the
their lead to
score
14.
Chiefs 21, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Broncos
Looks like
take
we'll have a
over
pause
first
here.
and 10.
Injured Bronco out
at their
there
own 28-yard
in some pretty
line.
obvious pain after that play.
Oh, my son!
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Ball carrier. The tackle
First
made
down
at the
carry, got him 9
36-yard
yards.
line.
Here comes
A
second
gain
and
of
1.
9 brings up second and 1.
Running it again with Dobbins. And this will only complicate matters for third down partner. They're sent backwards.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
Oh, my son! No!
Nix from the gun. Waddle makes the catch. Stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's
Give him
across
5 on that
midfield to
carry.
the
Bring it up
49-yard
second and 5.
line. A gain of 5.
You know, Kate, it's
brings up
plays like
second
that.
and
It's just kind of the
5.
meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 4-yard
Here comes the
gain.
Broncos punting
It's
unit.
fourth down.
Hill back deep to return. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own
The Chiefs
22-yard
and
line.
Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs 28, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
The Broncos
The
take over
Broncos
first
and
and
quarterback
10.
Bo Nix gearing
at
up for their next
35-yard
series.
line.
And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. Beginning on the ground here with Dalvin. He starts quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Back at the 31-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down. Blitz coming. Nix. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long for Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down. Jeremy Crawshaw.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More for Mile High in just a moment.
Jeremy
Crawshaw out once again, punted away.
For the Broncos.
And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Starts his return from the 23. He dodged the tackle. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he will slide down just a little bit shy getting that first down. But better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. And it's going to set up second and 1 most.
Second and a yard. At their 48-yard line.
The play fake, it's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked up. Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to pull it up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Nix was hit. He lost that football. This is picked up by the Chiefs. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright.
Is good.
And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
35, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return.
The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half.
At their own 23-yard line.
And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10.
Take it.
Here's Nix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Nix now to throw. Quick slant taken in by Waddle.
Nix's pass.
And he gets absolutely
complete
popped
to
to end
number
that one.
17. Jalen
So before third down whistles and
It's
after the timeout comes in.
Makes it third and 4.
Working now from the gun. He's got something complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10
Throw
at the
again.
42-yard
Nix
line.
has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
On my set.
Once more, it's Nix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
On my set. I got him. Ready.
Nix off the play action. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Nix's pass.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
The Chiefs take over first
Here
and
comes the
10
final play of our first
at their
half.
own 29-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He lays out for it and makes the catch. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. And it's the Rutgers running back, Kyle Monungai. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bears get the W by 2 touchdowns. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And it's the third-year quarterback, Bryce Young. A great throw here, back right corner of the end zone, touchdown. The Panthers up their mark to 7-4 with this win. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And this is Jaden Reed. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Packers get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Harrison Butker to kick off for
Butker on
Kansas
now to
City.
kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Marvin Mims
The Broncos,
on the return.
their quarterback,
The
Bo Nix,
Broncos
gearing
take
up
over
for their
first
next
and
series.
10 at
And you
their
can
own
see with the snaps there,
26-yard
such a
line.
weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
On my set.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in.
Nix's pass.
And he's tackled for a short
Complete
gain.
to Troy Franklin.
8 yards to go. Let's see how
A
they
gain of
approach
2.
this second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard
Shotgun
line.
snap to Nix. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
The ability
Jeffrey
to track
Fossa
the ball.
on the coverage.
And ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set.
And
First
the
and 10.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A gift to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. There's no Williams who made the play defensively.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down mark.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
No gain on the play.
To the line. Here's
It's
third and 3.
and 4.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now Nick's on third down. It's in. Oh, they dropped another one. It's dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
On the coverage.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Escapes a defender. Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half.
Kansas City.
Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 42, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. To his one, it's a screen. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
Brings up
third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on third and long. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The big play, and that's him 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards.
And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line. What's in the playbook here as they come up on third and 11. Third and long for him here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The LSU rookie with the pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. It's his first career interception. At their own 35-yard line.
Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up That INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense. Well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Walker on first down. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Walker, the ball carrier.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
It's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's a gain
and that
of
completion
14
gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack. Let's go up.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That's Khan. It's Kelsey again. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action, Mahomes. Burrow's caught. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Gain of 6.
Mahomes running his guys in the hurry-up.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Sticking to the air here. Rolling left, buying some time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelce, the
Chiefs.
touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. He's at midfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go. Well, Dobbins loses it. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
This just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Andy Reid. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is
so the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down 1st, no fumble. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the chains.
Broncos first down.
They'll come up on first and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Oh, I said.
Now here he goes down the boot. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total.
Attack, attack. I'll go Lewis.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That is his sixth passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. The Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more.
Chiefs 58.
I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
The Broncos take
Denver
over
set to
first
take the
and
field
10.
on offense.
At their
And all
own
game, they have
27-yard
struggled to
line.
attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They run. Here's Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Brought down behind the line of
First play
scrimmage.
of the drive lost a yard. Needed to get it back and some
Brings
change
up
here. Second down.
and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Nixon to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop was made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
It's a gain of 31
So the big play
yards.
gets him inside the opposing
And the
45,
Broncos
Brock, with a new set of downs to
down.
boot.
First and 10 at the
Nixon,
43-yard
first and 10.
line.
They're trying to set the screen. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Chiefs look like they have it. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board, they go for second.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
10 yards to go.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Hey, 57.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's going to try another deep one here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Chiefs are running them out of the building.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
That's Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off
Butker
for
on now to
Kansas
kick
City.
this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning.
8 yards on the pickup.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver.
2.
Broncos hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
On
second down, McLaughlin. And this is headed the wrong way. They lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd
the gun,
and
it's
4.
Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete.
Incomplete.
They'll send out the punting unit.
Jeremy Crawshaw,
and this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. It's fielded at the 14. Shoots away from 1. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Chiefs take
the Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here.
31-yard line.
And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Down the sideline past the 40. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Completes this one to Gray. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They're going to pass it here. On and quick, and they bring it down.
A loss of 4
it's step
yards.
1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Into the end zone, and someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. 3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. They're going play action. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown.
To Noah Gray.
The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do, I remember Peyton and Marvin having back and forth after breaking the record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
At their own 26-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And we talk so much about the Chiefs' offense. How about the defense coming up big here? The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Chiefs are the first team to 10 wins this year. They are 10-0 with this victory. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And here, it's the Seattle defense making the play. They force the fumble, and it's a scoop and score for the touchdown. The Seahawks win their third straight game as they get the victory today. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Jahan Dotson. He had his way with the defense from beginning to end. How about 4 touchdown catches in the game? The Eagles get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think.